In the opening of the story, we are introduced to a sharpshooter named Drasa who has been hiding inside a tunnel for the last few hours. In reality, she is patiently waiting for her target there. Drasa has been assigned the mission of assassinating a government officer at a nearby airport. After some time, an aircraft lands on the runway. The moment Drasa spots her target, she kills him with a single shot fired from several kilometers away. Drasa performs her task with such precision that the guards present at the scene cannot figure out who fired the shot or from where it came. Once the mission is completed, Drasa visits her mother's grave, where her father is already waiting. Here, we learn another important thing about Drasa. Whenever she kills someone with her rifle, she keeps the empty bullet casing with her and later hands those bullet casings over to her father. In fact, Drasa is a contract killer. She kills people for money and has taken many lives so far. She never liked killing anyone, but over time this work became her profession. That is why she gives those bullet casings to her father, as it helps ease her pain slightly. Drasa tells her father that she has received another new assignment that will last for an entire year, and she might not be able to meet him during that time. In response, her father says, "You come every year and give me some bullet casings, but next year it won't be the same. My cancer is in its final stage. I don't have much time left now, and if I don't die in the coming days, I will end my life on February 14th, Valentine's Day, because I no longer have any reason to live. Your mother is gone, and you only come to meet me once or twice a year because of your work, so this might be our last meeting." Hearing this, Drasa's eyes fill with tears. The scene now shifts, and we are introduced to the second main character of the story, Levi. Levi's life is completely falling apart. He often suffers from horrible nightmares, and sleep refuses to come to his eyes. One night, after waking up from a terrifying dream, Levi steps out of his house and walks toward the shore. There, he feels a bit calmer and starts writing something in his diary. Suddenly, Levi receives a message on his phone. The message contains an address and orders him to reach there immediately. Without wasting any time, Levi arrives at a military base, where he meets a female officer named Barto. During their conversation, we learn that Levi is not an ordinary man, but a former army officer who is now retired, and more than that, he was once a lethal sniper. So far, he has killed over 200 people through sniping. Barto tells Levi that she wants to send him on a mission because he is an exceptional sniper and only he can accomplish it. However, before sending him, Barto asks Levi a very important question. If he goes on this mission, is there anyone left behind who remembers him? Hearing this, Levi feels a little uneasy, but then replies that he has no one left in this world. After hearing this, Barto tells him to get ready, as he will be sent on the mission within a few hours and will have to stay there for a year. After that, Levi is rendered unconscious, and when he wakes up, he finds himself inside an airplane. Levi has no idea where he is being taken or what kind of mission he has been assigned. He asks a soldier present there where he is being taken, but the soldier does not answer directly. Instead, he says, "Hand over your ID and watch. You will get them back once your mission is complete." After some time, the soldier informs Levi that it is time for him to leave the plane. In a few minutes, they are going to enter a no-flying zone, and they do not have permission to go any farther. He tells Levi that after jumping out, he will have to walk alone for 32 kilometers north, and only then will he reach his destination. Still confused, Levi again asks where they are going. The soldier replies that he does not have permission to answer, as there is a microphone in his uniform, and if he reveals anything, he could be fired or even killed. Hearing this, Levi feels suffocated. He is then handed a parachute, and as soon as the plane door opens, Levi jumps out and lands safely. But now the real challenge begins. He has to walk 32 kilometers. It takes Levi 2 full days to complete the journey, and after those exhausting 2 days, he finally reaches the location. He realizes that it is a completely deserted area where humans are nowhere to be seen, and even birds are absent. That is when he meets a man named JD. JD has been stationed there on a mission for a year, and now that his duty is over, Levi is here to replace him. JD then takes Levi toward a watchtower. After reaching the top of the tower, Levi still could not understand what exactly he was supposed to do there. When he asks JD about this, JD explains that there is a very deep pit located here, known as the Gorge. This pit is extremely mysterious and so deep that no one has ever been able to reach its bottom. He tells Levi that his job is very simple. He has to guard this pit. After that, JD explains the strict rules of this place. He says that Levi is allowed to contact headquarters only once a month, but no matter what happens, he should not expect any connection with the outside world. This tower, which is called the West Tower, stands directly opposite the East Tower, which belongs to Russia. A guard is stationed there as well, but there must be no communication between the two of them. Levi is instructed to focus only on his duty. He is also warned to stay alert at all times, because danger can attack at any moment. There are many automatic guns and numerous landmines installed below. If the automatic guns run out of bullets, Levi must always reload them, because they will be extremely useful during an attack. Lastly, JD tells him that if he ever hears the sound of a loud siren, he should run away immediately without thinking twice. JD adds that he does not even know the reason behind this rule, but he is simply repeating what the previous guard told him. Levi listens carefully to everything, but one question still remains in his mind. He asks, what is so important here that such strict security is required? In response, JD pulls out a grenade and throws it into the deep pit. As soon as the grenade explodes deep inside, a strange and terrifying sound echoes from below. That sound is clearly not human. It belongs to something hidden in the darkness. JD looks at Levi and says that the voice he is hearing belongs to the creatures known as Hollow Men. These creatures live inside this pit, and Levi's duty is to make sure none of them ever escape. It is said that in 1940, authority, around 2,400 US Army soldiers were sent into this pit to eliminate all the creatures living there, but not a single one returned alive. After explaining everything, JD begins preparing to leave as his one-year duty has been completed. Now Levi must take over and serve here for the next year. JD bids Levi farewell and leaves the place. He is very happy because he is finally going home after a year, unaware that something terrifying awaits him in the future, something so frightening that even thinking about it is disturbing. As soon as JD reaches the pickup point and lights a cigarette, a helicopter arrives to collect him. The helicopter lowers a rope and JD climbs up using it. A soldier inside the helicopter first verifies JD's identity. Once JD provides all the required details, the soldier suddenly shoots him, cuts the rope, and drops his body down. At that moment, one thing becomes clear. Anyone who comes to this place will never return alive. The scene then shifts to the next day. Levi begins performing his duties. First, he checks the reports and reloads the automatic guns that have run out of ammunition. Days pass like this, and soon a month goes by. Levi starts finding this place extremely boring. He realizes he has to live here alone for an entire year, without talking to anyone and without any form of entertainment. To pass the time, he decides to read the books kept inside a closet. While taking the books out, his eyes suddenly notice the wall behind the closet. Several messages are written there. These are notes left behind by all the previous guards who served in this tower. Each note talks about fear, loneliness, and the hollow men. One day, Levi hears the sound of a machine operating from the east tower. He immediately uses his telescope to look in that direction and notices a girl standing there. That girl is none other than Drasa, who has been assigned duty at that tower because of her exceptional sniping skills. The moment Levi sees Drasa, he is struck by her beauty. However, he cannot speak to her because it is strictly against the rules. Drasa also becomes aware of Levi's presence in the west tower. Days pass like this, and both of them keep wondering whether they should talk to each other or not. A few days later, it is Drasa's birthday. Surrounded by loneliness, she feels the need to speak to someone. She decides to reach out to Levi. Using a whiteboard, Drasa asks him, "What is your name?" Levi remembers the rules and replies that revealing his name is not allowed. But Drasa smiles and writes back, "My name is Drasa." Levi also tells her his name without giving it much thought. Drasa tells him that today is her birthday, and she starts dancing and celebrating her special day. Drasa asks Levi if he knows how to dance. Levi replies that he does not know how to dance at all. To this, Drasa asks what he actually knows how to do. Levi answers by writing on the board that he is quite good at shooting. Drasa then places a small bottle on her tower to test his shooting ability. Levi takes aim, locks onto the target, and shatters the bottle with a single shot. Now Drasa is not willing to stay behind either. She also demonstrates her shooting skills and accurately shoots a small bottle placed on Levi's tower. This makes Levi realize that Drasa is not just an ordinary girl, but a deadly sniper as well. Slowly, their conversations begin to grow. Drasa and Levi start understanding each other better. But while they are busy talking, Drasa suddenly looks down into the pit. She notices that some dangerous creatures, the Hollow Men, are rapidly climbing toward the west tower. She immediately warns Levi, telling him to look down because creatures are moving toward him. The moment Levi looks below, he is shocked. Not just one or two, but thousands of creatures are climbing upward. Without wasting a second, he grabs his sniper rifle and starts shooting the creatures one by one. However, their numbers are so overwhelming that Levi cannot handle them alone. That is why Drasa also begins firing bullets from her machine gun. Now the creatures start advancing toward Drasa's tower as well. Both of them continue killing the creatures from their respective sides. Suddenly, Levi notices that one creature has reached the top of Drasa's tower. Just as it is about to attack her, Levi uses his exceptional sniping skills from the west tower and shoots the creature dead. At that moment, Levi and Drasa realize that if they want to survive in this dangerous place, they must fight together. After everything settles down, Drasa says that this was the best birthday of her life. The next morning, Levi repairs the landmines below and reloads the automatic guns. Suddenly, a drone emerges from the pit. The drone stares at Levi for a few seconds and begins scanning in a strange manner. Levi is shocked to see this and does not understand why the drone was sent or for whom. Days pass, and then months go by. After becoming friends, their lives begin to feel normal, and they no longer feel lonely. But one day, Drasa becomes very sad because it is February 14th. She remembers her father's words that if he did not die from cancer, he would take his own life on this day. She writes on the board and tells Levi that today she feels extremely lonely and that it would have been wonderful if someone were with her. Levi has wanted to meet Drasa ever since the first day, and today he cannot control himself anymore. He makes a plan to reach her. Using a rocket launcher, he manages to reach the east tower area. The next morning, he fires a strong rope toward Drasa's tower using the rocket launcher. Drasa comes out of her tower and ties the rope tightly to a tree so that Levi can hang from it and reach the east tower. Without hesitation, Levi starts moving across using the rope. However, he gets stuck in the middle because the rope runs out. Now Levi begins moving forward using only his hands. And after moving forward with the help of his hands for nearly half an hour, he finally reaches Drasa's tower. Drasa welcomes him warmly, says something to him, and Levi laughs at it. He does not reply. He only nods his head and agrees. Drasa, being playful at that moment, hides Levi's clothes and secretly watches him through the CCTV camera while he is taking a shower inside the tower. After that, Levi and Drasa sit together and talk for a very long time. Drasa shares her entire life story with him. She tells him that now she has no one left in this world. Only her father was alive, but he must have taken his own life yesterday. Here, Levi also opens up and tells Drasa about the the terrifying dreams he sees at night and shares stories from the time when he was serving in the US Army. While they continue talking, night slowly falls. Draka plays some soft music there. Both of them begin to dance to the music. During this dance, they slowly come closer to each other, and romance begins to grow between them. After some time, Levi looks at Draka and smiles, then says that he has written a poem for her, and when they leave this place, he will give her that poem. The next day, Levi has to return to his west tower. He says goodbye to Draka, and with the help of a rope, he starts moving back toward the west tower. Draka keeps watching him as he leaves. But then we see that some creatures begin climbing upward toward the tower. One of those creatures hits a landmine, causing a massive explosion. Due to the blast, sharp iron fragments fly into the air. One of those fragments strikes the rope, cutting it apart. Levi immediately falls into the pit below. Seeing Levi fall, Draka grabs his parachute without thinking and jumps into the pit after him. After falling deep inside, Draka is swept away by a fast-flowing river. Somehow, she manages to escape the water and reaches the shore. On the other hand, Levi is fortunate because he falls onto a large tree and gets stuck there. Even after falling from such a great height, though he suffers serious injuries, his life is spared. When Levi opens his eyes, he sees a huge insect-like creature coming toward him to attack. He tries to defend himself, but then the tree branch breaks, and Levi falls onto the tree's roots. As soon as he falls, the roots begin to move and tightly wrap around him, trapping Levi. Just before the roots can kill him, Draka arrives there. She quickly pulls out a knife and starts cutting the roots, freeing Levi. After that, Levi and Draka look around the place. There is fear and silence everywhere. Suddenly, some creatures emerge from the shadows of the trees and attack them. A fierce battle breaks out. Levi grabs his gun and fires the first bullet directly into the head of a creature. Together, Levi and Draka kill both creatures one after another. Levi then notices the dead body of one creature. He sees that it is wearing the same army uniform that American soldiers used to wear in the past. Seeing this, Levi is shocked. At that moment, he remembers what JD had told him, that in 1940, around 2,400 soldiers were sent into this trench and none of them ever returned. After this, Levi and Draka arrive at a strange and terrifying place. The scene looks like a nightmare. Rotten human bodies are scattered everywhere, and the most disturbing thing is that trees and plants are growing out of these bodies. It feels as if a deadly virus has completely taken control of this place. Then suddenly, some movement occurs between the trees. Levi and Draka realize that the creatures are pursuing them again. Afraid, they both start running and enter a ruined church. After closing the door, they see a terrifying sight in front of them. Corpses of humans lie scattered everywhere. Judging by their condition, it appeared that these people had taken their own lives to escape the virus. Suddenly, a large spider leaps onto Draka, and many more huge spiders appear around them. These spiders are enormous in size. As soon as the spiders attack, Levi and Draka work together to kill them. At that moment, the church door breaks open, and more creatures come inside. Levi and Draka immediately start firing at them, and somehow manage to escape from the church. Levi then notices an old tunnel nearby. They quickly enter the tunnel. Inside, they discover that it is actually an abandoned laboratory. Broken glass, old machinery, and war containers are scattered everywhere. There, Levi finds an old DVD cassette. He plays the DVD and sees a girl on the screen. The girl explains that they were working on a secret chemical missile project here. Hundreds of scientists were involved, but one day, an earthquake struck. The shock caused the missile's chemicals to leak. Toxic substances spread into the air, and within hours, people began to be infected with the virus. The girl points to her stomach and says that she is also infected. They had informed the military about the situation and urged them to bomb the area to stop the infection, but the military did not listen. After watching the video, Levi finds a modern computer there. He is shocked at how such a computer exists in this abandoned place. Turning it on, he discovers important information. He learns about a company called Dark Lake that specializes in creating paramilitary forces. This company collects samples from infected people and experiments on them to turn their soldiers into super soldiers. This is why no country wants to destroy this location. Levi also discovers that there is a massive missile in the valley, which if activated, will wipe out everything within a 4.2 kilometers radius. Levi and Draka understand the gravity of the situation. They realize that the lady who sent them here is the owner of this facility and is misusing it. To keep it secret, Lady Bardo always assigns this mission to people who have no one to ask questions. After a year of duty, these people are killed, just as JD was killed, to ensure no one can reveal the truth. After learning all this, as they leave the lab, a horse-riding creature suddenly grabs Draka by the rope and carries her away. Levi searches frantically, but cannot find her anywhere. Eventually, he reaches the site of the massive missile. This is the same missile Levi had learned about from the Dark Lake computer. He understands everything clearly now. The previous watchtower occupants had warned that if a siren sounds, one must escape immediately. They were actually referring to this missile. Meanwhile, Draka is in the creature's custody. She struggles and somehow manages to free herself. As soon as she is free, a fight breaks out between Draka and the creature. Levi arrives at the scene and immediately joins the fight. Together, they set the creature on fire, finally killing it. Now it is time for them to escape, but the path ahead is even more dangerous. As they move forward, they enter a hazardous area, which presents a massive challenge. Humans and plants are fused together, likely due to a dangerous experiment. Carefully, they proceed step by step. Suddenly, Draka's foot slips, activating the plants. The plants grab her, but Levi rushes forward courageously and frees her with all his strength. He uses a bomb to destroy the entire plant system. Levi successfully takes Draka parka out of that area. After walking a little further, they reach a garage where a car is parked. They both quickly sit in that car and try to get out of that place. Finally, after driving a little further, they see a rope that goes up to the watchtower. But now those creatures had also reached there, following them. Now if these people had climbed up by holding the rope with their hands, then these creatures would have killed them. So Levi wisely tied the Jeep to the rope and started climbing up. These people tie the Jeep to the rope so that they both sit in the Jeep and their hands are free to fight with the creatures. Those creatures attack them, and there is a big fight between them. But there were too many of those creatures, so they were getting heavy on them. Here, Levi gets an idea. He leaks the Jeep's petrol tank on these creatures, which burns all the creatures by setting the oil on fire. And in the end, these people cut the rope of the Jeep and leave it down, which kills all the creatures. In this way, these people finally succeed in climbing up. Now these two had found out that even if these two do duty here for a year, they will be killed in the end. So now these two make a big decision that now they will not protect this place, but will destroy this place so that no other soldier like them gets trapped here and the misuse of this place stops. After doing all this, they will go away from here and start a new life. Here Drasa says, I have a place to hide in France. We will go there and get married and spend the rest of our lives there. Levi agrees to Drasa's words, and now he says, I have to go back to my tower. I will go there and fit a bomb in the tower and also activate this missile, which will destroy the whole place. After which Levi reaches his tower with the help of a rope. Meanwhile, Lady Barto contacts Levi and asks, did you go inside this pit? Because someone has turned on our computer. Levi lies here and says, no, I didn't go there. But Barto knows that Levi is lying. He had seen in the security cameras that Levi and Drasa had gone inside both the pits. Still, she continues her words and says, if you didn't go, then it is obvious that this is all the work of the guard of the West Tower. You do one thing, kill that man of the West Tower, that is Drasa, because he has broken the rule. Here Levi says yes, but Barto had found out that he would not kill him, and he had understood that they were going to run away and go out and tell the world about this place. That's why she herself reaches here in a helicopter. But before Barto's arrival, they had made all their preparations. Levi goes far away from the tower and takes the longest shot of his life and shoots directly at the tower, which was directly connected to the missile below, which starts a loud siren. Now they had little time. They both start running fast, because when the missile explodes, it will destroy the 4.2 kilometers area. Levi and Drasa both start running towards the jungle with all their strength. Drasa, saving her life, goes far away from that place. But Levi's foot was injured, so he could not run fast. On the other hand, Barto also understood that the missile was going to be just at this time. The missile is activated, and there is a very big blast that destroys the entire valley. This blast was so terrible that its waves and shocks spread far, and Barto's helicopter also came under the impact of the blast, and he was killed there. Drasa had decided on the distance of 4.2 kilometers, but Levi comes under the impact of the blast, and the strong wind coming from the blast drops him into the water. On the other hand, all the creatures are killed in the valley. Now only Drasa was left alive in that blast, and she stood at a high place and started waiting for Levi. It gets dark while waiting, but Levi's whereabouts are not known. She understands that Levi is no longer alive, after which the story shifts a few months later. Drasa reads the poem in every word. She feels the memories of Levi. With tears in her eyes, she tries to control her heart. Now Drasa starts a new life and starts working as a waitress in a hotel in France. But then suddenly one day Levi stands in front of Drasa. He was alive. Drasa's eyes remain open when she sees Levi. She runs to hug Levi out of happiness. And with this, the story ends. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.